Good morning, everyone. Or is it good evening, or maybe it's good night? Not that important. What's really important is the fact that we are here together at this time. I will start with a little bit of a chant, a prayer, something to focus my energy. And then I will talk about something, whatever it is that the system wants to hear. Love, love, spiritual love, healing, spiritual healing, balance, physical balance, here in our lives. Please grant us love, love, spiritual love, healing, spiritual healing, balance, physical balance, here in our lives, here in our lives. Oh, thank you. A lot of the elders speak of things that need to be done. They talk about following the original instructions, and sometimes we give out all these beautiful instructions. And sometimes perhaps maybe we give out way too many instructions, because what is really, really important is not so much to know what to do as to actually do the things that we know. It is not enough to know the right way to live. It is not enough to know the right way to pray. It is not enough to know the right time to pray. But it is very, very important to do these things. And it's not that important that you do all of the things that you know how to do, because a lot of you have been exposed to so many teachers and so much knowledge and information that it would take every minute of your day to follow every one of these instructions. But if you're going to grow spiritually, you're going to have to take time from your physical life to feed that spiritual part of yourself, to exercise it. And that is what needs to be done. Just do some aspect of the knowledge and the wisdom that you have learned every day, at least once a day, because that's what's really important. We talk about waking up and saying good morning to the sun. Well, for those of us who have the opportunity and the capability to wake up before sunrise and stand out there and wait for that just peep of light breaking through the horizon and say, "Oh, welcome, grandfather. It's so nice to see you on this beautiful, beautiful morning that you're bringing us. And I really, really appreciate your presence and the gift of warmth and light that you bring into the world." And well, if you can do that, great. But you don't have to do that at that time. What if you just, when you leave the house in the morning and you see the sun shining, or you see your shadow and said, oh, wow, the sun's shining, and you turn your face for a brief moment, don't keep it there too long. Grandfather's sun's bright as heck. And you quickly look and say, I see you, thank you, thank you, thank you for your presence. And then, of course, that'll start the process. By that time, it'll wake you up to the fact that, hey, I just said thank you to the grandfather. And then that starts a process of thinking. So now you have begun a spiritual day. And that's it. You just have to do it. But knowing to do that is not enough. And what about being grateful for that glass of water? You go to the faucet or the dispenser, or you open the bottle and you're like, now you're supposed to be grateful. But you really have to say, thank you. And just do that. If you do those two things, heck, if you just do one of those things, it will move you forward into the spirit world. It'll move you forward into a spiritual consciousness. And yes, it's nice to know all of these rituals and ceremonies and all the 180 steps to consciousness and all 10,000 original instructions, or however many there are. I'm still working on that myself, and I'm trying to make a list of the original instructions, because one of these days somebody's going to say, what are the original instructions? And I'm like, shoot, okay, let me see, what the heck are they? So anyway, but you don't have to do every single one of those, because if you do just the one every day, and you wake your spiritual self up, the original instructions will come to you, because you have put yourself into a spiritual mind, into a spiritual consciousness, and you will have awakened the spirit within you, and you won't need to remember all of those teachings that your teacher gave you or you heard from your grandfathers, and because now they're coming out of you. They are coming out of you because you are in that place where they were coming from when they were sharing them with you. And so, thank you. I have spoken.